Ladies and gentlemen, DSP here. Welcome to a brand new playthrough. A game that is very much held in high regard by what they call a cult audience. Okay, a game that back in the day a lot of people play, and it got a lot of recognition for being a great kind of action slash RPG style game in the era of like Zelda. Okay, think of it in the same era as like Zelda, something like that. A game made by Capcom, which is a rarity that Capcom would make a game like that, right? Surprisingly enough, a game that never really got a sequel, which is weird because you think if a game is held in high regard and had a cult following, why didn't it ever get a sequel? And a game, incidentally, I never played. This game was released during the PS2 era of games that I was so heavily into Street Fighter, okay, that I really didn't care about anything else that was going on at the time. I was traveling the country. I was attending tournaments all over the place. I was playing either Dreamcast or PS2 ports of Street Fighter games, and I was ignoring a whole generation of gaming goodness, and this was one of the major games at the time that I completely missed out on because I just wasn't into it, okay? And now, finally, the game is released as a re-release on PS4. This game has had multiple re-releases before on PS3 and the like. Finally, I'm getting a chance to play it. Now, I want to say a special shout out to the viewer who donated this game. They wish to remain anonymous, but I did get a donation of this to check out and play for the very first time. Pretty neat, right? So, I'm very excited. Without further ado, let's check it out. Okami HD. Ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Black Mage C-Type who did a 225-bit cheer. And he says, Okami HD hype. I first discovered this charming game 10 years ago on the Wii. It took me completely by surprise. I think that you'll really enjoy it too. Happy holidays, everyone. Yeah, so this game, I think originally was PS2. Then it was ported to like the Nintendo consoles. Then it was ported to the PS3. And now it's ported to the modern consoles. Holy shit. Haha. Alright, here we go. I actually heard that we're going to have to watch this intro again. So don't watch it now because we're going to have to watch it again. It forces you to watch it. So, okay, begin the story. Actually, hold on a second. My surround sound settings were not correct. There we go. Create some new save data. Let's make sure subtitles are on. Sound settings. Oh, that's fine. Original settings? What is that? Loading screen mini games. Let's turn those on. I wonder what those are. I would love to see what the loading screen mini games are, especially if there's long loading. Controller vibration on. I don't see anything for subtitles, so I guess we're just gonna leave it by default. Alright, controls. Holy shit. I hope there's a good tutorial. Good God, dude. Okay, sure. New game.
Okami.
Okami. She didn't say Okami, she said Otami. Alright, here we go. Now loading. Hey, where's my mini? It's a loading screen. Where's my mini game? Story Hideki Kamiya. Okay. Well, it's a good thing we didn't watch it, because here it is. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Cherry blossoms native to, well, not native to Japan, but a big thing above their culture. They have the whole cherry blossom festival and everything. Pretty cool. Thank you to Rosie Tao, who just did a 10-bit cheer. Thank you, Rosie Tao. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. Ooh. Harvey Weinstein lived in the village and no one talked about what he did. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, A fearsome cave-dwelling beast. A young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. Oh god. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. People are saying the game is loud. Is that true? Is it too loud? I can lower if it's super loud. Alright, yeah, people are saying it's too loud. Okay, hold on. Alright, I turned it down significantly. Hopefully that helps. You never know with these games. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. Okay. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Then he pulled out a Scooby snack, and he distracted the wolf. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Oh no! It's one thing if you take the butterface girls, but don't take the pretty ones. God damn it. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. Okay. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging... Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel, the blade left nary a scratch. So then he pulled out his gat. Shot all the fucking heads, bitch. Die, motherfuckers, kill. Get that shit. Fucking gangland style. Fucking... Alright, he didn't do that. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, I read that wrong. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying head, readying its fangs for battle. I feel like I'm fucking C-3PO telling the story of the Jedi to the fucking Ewoks at the end of Return of the Jedi. Like, and then, Tarantogosh! The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Oh my god. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter the Orochi's flames from his anus. Look at that, he farted away. as Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening. A gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand, however. Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Wow, what a story. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow. But Shiranui refused to give in. Thunder! Thunder! Thundercats! Ho! Okay. With his last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from the above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope, summoning Voltron! Okay, that didn't happen either. But this is a pretty epic story. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all of his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. Then the golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. Yes! As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky, and Nagi gained a new pet doggy. Yes, oh, isn't that precious? I love this story. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Oh no, poor Shiranui. And so Nagi sucked the poison out of the wounds. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms, and he returned to Kamiki. Yes, yes. Yes. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. Oh no! The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes, drifted off, as if into slumber. I started burning. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki Village. In honor, my eyes are actually tearing up, but it's not because I'm sad because the dog died. My eyes just started burning out of nowhere. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Yes! Nagi's sword was christened... Oh, fuck. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi. Teriyaki Tsukuyomi. And placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There's actually a game after this incredibly long introduction of elaboration of plot. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. And then, it was Rose McGowan and Jessica Chastain who on social media exposed Harvey Weinstein for the vile creature he really was! Ah! It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Wow. 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 Oh. Oh. Oh! It's the sword. Oh shit. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi? The sword that banished the dreaded Harvey Weinstein? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend. Nothing but a fairy tale. Nothing could banish Harvey Weinstein from Hollywood. Wow. Oh shit. You stupid idiot. What did you do? What did you do? Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power. Ah, look at his face. Duh. Duh. Oops. Who is this dumbass who did this? What a moron. Well, wait, he didn't say the words. He didn't say the fucking words, so why is this happening? No! Our papier-mâché trees have been destroyed! No! Someone spilled ink all over the intro cutscene! Alright, well. That was one hell of an intro, folks. Good lord.